I'm Rami Mekdachi and I founded Lola James Harper in 2013. I wanted with that project to share with everyone ways of lives that I had the chance to encounter around the world, ways of thinking, mindsets, way of feeling good. In 1997, I met perfumer Benoît Lapouza and Pierre Bourdon, two generous, talented, amazing perfumers that just introduced me to that world of fragrance, of scents and emotions. They just explained me how it's linked to memory, how it's linked to rituals, how composing essential oils is that art of composing emotions. And they really changed the course of my life by opening my understanding to fragrance world. I began to travel around the world and to try to know more, and I realized how the more I was traveling, the more I wanted to link to scents. Eau de Toilette are for me amazing tools, really like magical potions that help us change our attitude, our way of being, our mindset. Whenever I'm working on an Eau de Toilette for a brand, my job is to understand what that brand or what that designer or what that artist is trying to share with his or her audience. What is the feeling, what is the attitude that they want to offer. So for example, when I met Colette, we worked on the Eau de Toilette. You know, they opened the water bar in the basement of the concept store. You had like 200 different bottles of water. So we decided to play with the word Eau de Toilette and to do Eau de Colette and to work on the scent of water. And it was really a nice fresh cologne, and it was a half-liter cologne, so it was really generous, a big bottle of water. What we wanted to convey with that is really freshness, openness, and transparency. In 2000, I met Jean-Louis Coste, and I proposed to create the collection of perfumery for the Hotel Coste. So he presented me with his friend Olivia Giacobetti, a renowned, talented perfumer that also opened my understanding and generously just gave me some of her wisdom about perfumery. So we began to work on that full range of perfume products for Hotel Coste. Will it be candle, room spray, eau de toilette, soap, etc. And we launched that in 2001, and it's still there and it's still existing, and people are still sharing it and taking from the reception of the hotel the memory of their journey, of their moment in the Hotel Coste. I worked also with Inès de la Fressange, that really represents the chic, the French chic. And Inès de la Fressange has that amazing aura. She was at that time the art director of Roger Vivier, and that super chic brands was really sharing with people the idea of artisan, of amazing leather, amazing raw materials. So it's what we did with our Eau de Toilette. We used the best iris, the best rose, the best tuberose, and we did a full collection of raw material Eau de Toilette. And I've met Serge and Yves Ben Simon, two French designers, two great guys that invented the brand Autour du Monde Ben Simon. That brand is really a family brand. It's for men, women, kids. It's for a family, and it's really generous and open. So we worked on colognes, because cologne is really the eau de toilette that is done for the family. So we did two colognes, one more musky, one more flowery. And I also had the chance to meet Mariano Rubinacci, coming from Napoli, that is a designer for men, amazing chic suits, really traditional, classical. So we did an old-fashioned cologne with verbena for men in a beautiful bottle with a heavy iron cap. In 2002, I met José da Rosa, great guy, great friend. He's an artist and an entrepreneur. He opened one of the most beautiful épiceries in Paris, in Saint-Germain, and we worked on a cologne with precious rose and lots of spices, trying to convey the feeling he had while traveling around the world and bringing with him amazing foods and amazing tastes. I've met recently Tony Pham, founder of Lock & Co. He's a hair color expert. He's really somebody that just lures you in and give you so much energy. And we worked on an Eau de Toilette that just bring us back to his roots, to the place where he comes from, where he got all that energy. And we just called the Eau de Toilette with the name of his hometown. I really had the chance to meet more and more artists, more and more founders of brands, more and more personalities that really wanted to create a scent that will just sum up their way of life, that will sum up their way of thinking, and that wanted to share that with their audience. And then I realized that after all those travels I have done, I realized that I have gathered lots of mindset, lots of philosophy, lots of ways of life that I wanted to share with my audience. And I just went back to Benoît Lapouza, and we began to work on a full collection of Eau de Toilette for Lola James Harper. And for us, there are amazing raw materials that we bring from around the world, but it's like mantras that we have encapsulated in fragrances. We have now 6 mindsets, 6 mantras, and 6 scents. And in fact, we have already a collection of 20, but we're gonna launch like one every year. And that's really what I wanted with my Eau de Toilette line, is to always link a scent to a way of thinking, to a mindset, and to share it with the people that understand how an Eau de Toilette is a real magical potion that helps people to change their way of thinking and their way of behaving.